Welcome back, energy enthusiasts. In our previous videos, we explored the world of transmission utility regulation and dived deep into reliability and availability metrics. Today, we're switching gears to focus on two crucial aspects of transmission operations: efficiency and infrastructure development. Buckle up as we embark on a journey through the power lines of progress. Efficiency metrics. Imagine if your morning coffee maker wasted half the water you poured in. Frustrating, right? That's essentially what we're dealing with when it comes to transmission efficiency. Let's explore how regulators ensure utilities aren't spilling our electric coffee. Transmission losses, the superstar of efficiency metrics. Definition: the difference between energy injected into the transmission system and energy delivered. Fun fact: in some countries, losses can reach up to 20% of transmitted energy. That's like losing 1 in every 5 cups of coffee.
United Kingdom Ofgem uses transmission losses as a key metric in the RIIO framework. Incentive mechanism: utilities can earn extra revenue by reducing losses beyond targets.
United States FERC requires reporting of transmission losses. Some regional markets include loss factors in locational marginal pricing. Australia AER incorporates transmission losses into broader efficiency benchmarking.
India CERC sets normative loss levels for different voltage levels. Utilities absorb the cost of excess losses, a real motivation to tighten up those leaky lines.
European Union varies by country, but many use transmission losses as a key efficiency indicator. EU-wide initiatives aim to reduce overall system losses.
Congestion costs, the traffic jams of the electricity world. These are the costs incurred when transmission constraints prevent the use of the most economical generation sources. In the US, FERC closely monitors congestion costs in wholesale markets. Over in the EU, cross-border congestion management is a major focus. Asset utilization. Making sure those expensive transformers aren't just collecting dust. Metrics include capacity factor, load factor, and peak utilization. Spotlight on Australia. The AER uses a multilateral total factor productivity or MTFP model. This considers multiple inputs like assets and operating expenses against outputs such as energy delivered and peak demand. It's like a report card for utility efficiency. Infrastructure development metrics. Now, let's shift gears to infrastructure development. After all, a growing economy needs a growing grid. Timely completion of projects, because nobody likes waiting for their electricity superhighway. UK Spotlight. Ofgem's timely completion of projects metric measures the difference between actual and planned completion dates. Financial incentives for early or on-time completion are provided, while penalties are imposed for delays, although there are some exceptions for factors outside utility control. The real-world impact? Well, it has led to faster project completions and better planning. Network capacity additions. Measuring the transmission utility's ability to expand the grid. Metrics include circuit kilometers added and MVA of transformation capacity added. Now, let's dive into some jurisdictional approaches. In India, the Central Electricity Regulatory Commission, or CERC, sets targets for transmission capacity addition and links utility returns to the achievement of these targets. In Australia, the Australian Energy Regulator, or AER, assesses the efficiency of capacity addition through regulatory investment tests. And in the United States, FERC Order 1000 encourages regional transmission planning and cost allocation innovation in infrastructure development. Because sometimes it's not just about building more, but building smarter. The UK's RIIO model includes specific innovation incentives. For example, the Network Innovation Competition funds large-scale demonstration projects. Challenges and considerations. It's a balancing act. Efficiency versus reliability. Pushing for maximum efficiency can sometimes compromise reliability. It's like trying to squeeze every drop from the sponge without letting it fall apart. The renewable energy challenge. Integrating variable renewable energy sources requires a more flexible and sometimes less efficient grid. For instance, Germany's grid struggles with north-south wind power transmission. Aging infrastructure. Many countries face the challenge of replacing old assets while keeping the lights on. The US alone needs an estimated $100 billion in transmission investment by 2030. Anticipatory investment, building for future needs, without overburdening current consumers. The UK's RIIO model attempts to address this with its 8-year price control periods. Future trends, smart grid technologies, advanced sensors and control systems promise to boost efficiency and asset utilization. But there's a challenge: measuring the effectiveness of these investments. Non-wire alternatives. Using demand response energy storage or distributed generation instead of traditional infrastructure. How do we measure the efficiency of not building something? Climate resilience. Increasing focus on building infrastructure that can withstand extreme weather events. New metrics are needed to assess long-term resilience versus short-term efficiency. Conclusion. Efficiency and infrastructure development metrics are the compasses guiding our transmission utilities towards a more sustainable, reliable, and cost-effective future. As we've seen, regulators around the world are crafting innovative approaches to incentivize improvements in these areas. In our next exciting installment, we'll explore the brave new world of environmental impact and customer service metrics. How are utilities being pushed to go green and keep customers happy? Tune in to find out. Until then, keep your eyes on those power lines. They're carrying more than just electricity. They're carrying the future of our energy systems.